today we look at the brook, the tourist board, the brook, beach bars them, the Lumley and Aberdeen beach, and for some time now they don't start them, they don't do the first phase, and now then they into the second phase. For Kangiwi and for can look at this issue proper, make we get in gentlemen inside the program. I want to start with Kai Bokari Sakwi, Communications and PR Head of Unit National Tourist Board. We they in the studio with we for Kangi listeners them why tourist board they do their activities here and whose status the operation they now. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, my brother Musa, and good morning, my listeners in our radio land. I want to tell and take plenty thank you for spending the time for get all and gentlemen there for talk about the issues here with society feel very active.
Okay, now we talk about the beach bars, the moon, they broke. Una be don't start before we can look at the reasons them why una they broke them beach bars here. For somebody where they listen, we no good at. What's not the status of this operation now?
I think I've taken up and position myself well and tell Fambul and say the demolition exercise we done with the second phase. In that sense, in total, almost 60 plus beach bar or structures the way we did on the beach front because you get for able to separate them. So not to every property on that beach we demolish. They focus on the beach front, Brother Musa. So almost 60 plus structures don't come down at the moment.
We'll talk about beach fronts. What will they talk about?
Mi family, any property or when nature provide natural property, it be lake bar, it be riverine, it be estuaries. So far, that particular element gets concerned 150 meters off to land for tourism purpose. In that case, Lumley Beach fall inside them perimeters and they say Lumley Aberdeen Beach, now I mean the beach front. And when you go Lumley Aberdeen, I want for left Fambul and where the list you understand say the property there or stakeholders in that beach there, then they into two categories. You get the one there, we get property, now the Sansan, and you get the other one there, we get property on the other end. The focus of this demolition, now for the stakeholders or the property then we erect at the Sansan inside or front of the beach.
All right, so what are the yardstick we wanna use, for come into the conclusion for demolish them building there, we just mentioned saying over 60.
The word yardstick I go on for broken down, let people understand. The measurement or the thing that we will look for for look at say this use make, would they broke this, and this use make, would they do this? Me family, and the reasons why the Ministry of Tourism, the National Tourist Board, we get a mandate for supervise all them things here where nature provide for we. Sit down and look at plenty things we give the reason for let the demolition exercise begin. And some of them reason here, we look and say, then structure them where not they comply at all to the policy guidelines. Structure them where you go build, the time we can't take the permit for Bilam, where you can without a 3D sample, you can show it. Now be some fine structure where a really nice for the beach. But where you go now, you begin for expand down to 2-story, 3-story building. One of them things here, a story building, where they block the 3S, then the sea, the sun, the sun, we know what time. We also get people and we get the courage, we get the kind courage and also make something with man call the makeshift bar. That makeshift bar that are waiting. Nothing that we just build, lay back. So until you take board, pan, you take tarpaulin, and assemble them together, and you call them beach bar. The one that we put septic tank at the beach, inside the policy guidelines, we put an bangba ode, say them things here, not for day. Not to only someone put septic tank at the sand, but also then take the poo pipe or the septic tank in pipe and send it to the marine life. Within this marine life here, the ocean are a blessing to where God says provide, and He give it for we better receive to today and tomorrow. But if you don't take the PP pipe and send it inside the ocean, and this affects the marine life. It be fish, arefu, mina, barracuda, all the incident things here, where they return back, they go fishing there from the artisanal fishing people, and bring them things here for let we self-consume them. And from them kind of crisis here, all kind of wahala they come out. They were certain part of the beach again, then too near themselves, with man say, then cluster. We look at this again, this clustering, we will not try to give access within one structure to another. What about if fire broke out in Naya? Also, the climate change. The climate change, now that Yawadan they don't be blow and blow very big. The only sector, the only ministry, the agency, we get for sit down together and call himself home and say, this then crisis here, if you not put stop to her, no problem. Oh, some man go build structures there. Some man abandon structures here, and then structures here till they don't turn a dwelling place for gangry and thievery. And the tourism board, they right in the center of all of the activities there, whereby they see tourists and they come, so they can't lay complain about them is absent here. And now, as a tourism destination, as the promotion they go on, now this kind of beach you want for see, it not tap you. So mango building structure there, for let you pass within say for access the what they talk about, for access the beach, for access the sun, for access the sundown, the sunrise, it's been difficult. So we put all of them here together and they give you the concrete base for this, you know, for Lord give Lumley Beach a facelift, for Lord give the ambience where it used to get or more than what it used to get, then measures here need for be taken. But before that, what happen? Then call all the stakeholders into a healthy meeting and tell them, say, Bona Teriba, what will happen? Then put some strategies and recommendations together where then submit to the minister and the board. When are based on that, the board they move.
All right, you say una engage people them, we are in people you know, give some recommendation them. We that recommendation they una they work through. Within some of the recommendation then they and other than specific people and they way una may engage.
My brother, I will tell you, say, the National Tourist Board, the Ministry of Tourism, now a Cobra ministry. What you make a Cobra ministry? Because tourism business, not all man business. And you know they do tourism in isolation of the people. The people are key element for ensure the tourism property that we want to protect, then come out. So what do we do? All the way in August last year, you understand? Then call the Lumley Beach Association. There is an association headed by Donald Sandy, where now under all the small amenities they are there. So being the chairman, we blow the boo say, call you Fambulemba. We need for sit down and talk. The way the beach they go so it's not proper. And then call them people here so, not to one meeting, not to two, not to three. And quite a number of people and be moved for attend that meeting day. Inside that meeting day, the first you put today, one for ensure say the Lumley Aberdeen Beach get that sanity where you need forget. The waste management na problem. Some are in beach front and back front, all na crisis. For them clear them the tea and a problem. How we go do as a sector? How we go do as an association? How we go help we? Now, then come together. The property owners there on the back end, the property owner there on the beach, on the front end, then put all the recommendations together. Forget a facelift to Lumley Beach. Number one, we took cluster. Let them go and give themselves space. So there should be 5 or 10 meter space among each property.
No.
You understand?
Now, quick one. Somebody go ask, what are the criteria for beach bar na the Aberdeen or Lumley Beach?
Now, the criteria for being a Lumley Aberdeen Beach, first, the space get for day.
No. Would they give the permission? Would they give specification
I'm coming.
for the kind of building within the build na Lumley or any of the beaches them across Salon?
I'm coming. Before ever you put property on any side, be beach, be peninsula, there has to be space. Side get for the where you say, I don't see this spot too, available, empty. That's the first spot. That's the first call. The National Tourist Board, the Ministry of Tourism, this agency there or the ministry and department here, you write to them, you understand? And explain to them the place where you don't see. When you explain to them the place where you don't see, officials will be assigned to you for let you go and mark that place bar where you don't see.
Would they assign officials?
The National Tourist Board.
Now then they assign
the Ministry
officials.
of Tourism.
Okay.
Yes.
So who say you want to be?
So who say you want for
what are they enroll in that?
Whose role?
The officials within the official within the assigned to you. Now for waiting. Now what service is the
you will acquire the land.
Okay.
Let us take them by step. Okay. So we go understand we serve, the public go understand. You want acquire land. The first thing you do, you come to National Tourist Board. Neither you don't do your own finding, or you come and ask we any property available. If property available, I get this kind of investment. Now, officers they be assigned to you from the board to the ministry, and they will take you to that plot of land. If it's empty, if nobody know the day, they will now advise you, okay, here is empty. Let's go back to the office. What do you want to do? You now go and write a letter, okay? requesting for the acquisition of that plot of land. In that acquisition of that plot of land, a policy guideline, before you give that permit, or that, okay, a policy guideline will be attached to that letter. Say, this plot of land, 2x4, 3x4, they be accorded to you, Mr. Musa S. Kamara. But listen, before you start anything at that place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 policy guidelines has to be followed. You understand? You get business in the first place, someone say yes. When business registration, someone they tender are all when the process they start. Now, when they come, you understand? When the process they start, we make sure we follow up on what you they do. Neither how the foundation go for the we see they continue on with. And before all of them they pull them off, we they tell you concrete structure, how you for put on, woodwork, how you for go. The problem they begin fold up. The initial plan we bring to the Ministry of Tourism, the National Tourist Board, the sooner you get a plot of land, you dream all along big. You have to do something bigger. Failing to come back to National Tourist Board and tell we say, this place, now the initial intention is what we get to. But as they go along, things are getting bigger. The dreams are big. Now this I want to do. I want to do this expansion. Failing to do that, and non-compliance. When I need today, all this yawa, all this jekute, and this yagba, don't come on Musa Kamara. So if you ask me, who give that permit? The Ministry of Tourism, the National Tourist Board, who fail and well orientated of every structure where they go on that beach, except maybe you get a third party agreement without total knowledge.
Okay. All right. Now, Kai, outside tourist board mean day, where people the building structure, yeah, and also where people can expand some of them building them, because I guess you don't know the board for long term now, and some of them building there on a office day right in a beach. For say una know me the see where people may they expand the structure, where people can build some of them structure, yeah, we just mentioned say una there against.
The National Tourist Board na lekwe papa and mama they na also they give instructions to begin there. Some still violate. I'm coming.
But why wanna wait stay to this level where people don't put the structure to a certain level? If, as you mentioned, you talk to Pikin or the year, you will start for take action with them from the start so that you will not say what they do, not bad.
So that Pikin or the reward, several ways the way the controller. You need a whoop arm, he spare the road, he spoil the child, you need a whoop arm. So most of the structures where you finally see today, you don't turn up a gigantic, on the inception of their construction, we write them. Say, what you show it, not to do so, never stop.
Only when the owner don't broke so.
All they follow, all the demolition they go now. You understand? Let's say if not all, but majority of those who begin this construction, we're not a non-compliance construction. You understand? We are written to say what you show it, not so you do so. This go get a damage tomorrow where it will have to be. Can you stop what you do? Not even in words, but in writing. You understand? Our files will show that there are particular people, certain people, a number of them, who tell say, what you plan, what you show, the dimension they will give you, you extend, you are extending, and you get for stop. Okay. And all the one don't write, the file the proof say, we write you. But the problem, Mr. Kamara, when some man they undertake certain venture, and if you say na only political thing, na only political right, na belong, na don't there for long, na they under, na they so. If they tell her on policy, so what you do so tomorrow, go come after you. Okay. They will be going to quarters to call to compromise some of these policies. But being the National Tourist Board, being the Ministry of Tourism, as a supervising agency, we know what we want. We know what we want for the under. We will call it to books and tell you say stop.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the program. Kai Bokare, Sakwi Communications and PR Head of Unit, National Tourist Board. We come to one of the affected. We na partner MA Beach Bar. We na Ishmael Sisi. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning and good morning, listeners.
As we mentioned, you know one of the people we them broke you Beach Bar. For somebody where they listen now, when they tell you see in the Brookie Beach Bar or when you see in the Brookie Beach Bar, convey what's in the feeling at the moment when you see that action there?
Yeah, before I come to your question, I just want to make Fambule know how I come about the MA Beach Bar. MA Beach Bar an existing bar we don't in Lumley Beach for over 7 years. I think there was a time where tourist board, they talk about upgrading, make people upgrade their business. So the woman originally way na the MA, a girl for come and meet we.
We can look at the history of the beach bar and how you construct them. But now we look at the feeling. No, look at the feeling first. How you feel as somebody who gets investments na the beach when they inform you say they can brook investment, or when you see them they broke them. Just how you feel at that moment.
But as a young Sierra Leonean way they come up, you know, for go invest millions of leons for seed and they destroy me be pathetic. It not be good for look. Because me be only informed on Tuesday for meet up Wednesday with and demolish the structure. Because there was process where I get for explain it if I'm going to make them get for understand. Because it not be clear to we say then they go demolish the structure. But when it happened, the feeling will be the I not be able to explain them. Even for come, I just take courage for just come now. For see young Sierra Leonean go invest millions of leons, you see bulldozer machine, they scatter them just one day.
How much investment would they talk about roughly?
Like roughly, me I spend over 800 million, and I take about 250 million loan na ACTB bank where I not even begin pay itself.
Okay, with that feeling, you start to talk about the history of the beach bar where you construct, and we don't listen to the public relations person. They tell you the process for building. Tell me your own process and how we come about for erect the MA beach bar or maintain them.
Oh, thank you. As I say, MA na existing bar we done at the beach for over 7 years. So when they talk about upgrade at the beach, again for call we, it says since we are done into entertainment business, I go like for make we partnership for make we go push this structure go before. So the first question I asked me, I saw one for take ownership of the whole place. The woman said no, it's a tourist body against Daniel and guideline. You can only partner with them. Now I say no problem. So when we partner and for confirm, I go na tourist board. Because there was a time with the woman for make we agreement, we go na tourist board. When we go tourist board, we discuss, then therefore tell we say, okay, una go ahead with una structure. After that, we can do the final agreement. So now coming to waiting the PR will they talk about. When we start this investment, and because any side you go put millions of leons, you get for follow. I'll be the go meeting. Indeed, tourism call meeting them. If anybody say tourism not be the call meeting a lie. Tourism call plenty meeting the way it happen. If I not go, Emma they go, or my brother they go, Mustafa. When I really want the business. When we they go, tourism waiting them they put to really the people and beach bar owners them. Then they talk about say the beach get for be clean, we get for the take care of the beach, and we get for people get for the upgrade and place. That's not the thing they initially all the meeting what they call. And with most of the things stories board be they talk about, the demolition not be even day. That not be even day at the meeting first. So we go at the meeting. Then talk about waiting they talk about. So say the view from the street to the beach, you get forget access from the streets to the beach. You for then at the street, you they see the beach, then don't story building. That we discuss in our meeting. So they advise people and for make we go try for adjust the structure. And I want to make people understand. Tourist board for the one that we not there, we don't know tourist board. Tourist board office then a beach where nothing other way they do where tourist board not the see. Because always building there in a front side in the past every day. We don't start this project over 1 year. So what happen? All waiting tourist board talk about say they don't want. Most of the beach bar owners, when I can do an independent investigation, we begin comply. Like first, we get block walk along the beach. One tourist staff then go sheriff, then so no one block walk. What do? We pull them. And all wait here they talk so we get evidence, picture evidence of I be there before and where we don't correct them, how we there. Then say they don't want block walk. And secondly, the tourist staff then go look with structure. Then say the window too small from inside to we for see the beach. What do we do back? We call aluminium people. They make a bigger window. Then we put them. Then come back. They say passage for them. Both end from the street. We adjust them. All waiting tourist body say we comply with them. So we not be the even things say we name for the demolition list. So when we comply, and I want to tell Fambul and say the tourist board I can challenge them say. After you get stages, if somebody don't go verify, don't go watch the place and can report to them, who that go verify for CISO comply? Nobody not come out tourist board go verify people and work them. Where do we default? I come for challenge them, make them show picture evidence. We after we comply, we go there and one of the staff, a senior staff na tourist board, can now we facility. He watch them, he certify them. We not be get no problem. So we comply with everything. Then now come in the letter we may receive before they demolish, they say for concrete structure.
Alright.
I want to make the PR will get for tell what's in mean concrete structure.
Because that's because we can go for a break. Quickly, just describe somebody we don't know MA bar, how it look.
MA bar can show people in the picture. We get a concrete foundation, and tourist board confirms they don't get problem foundation because what we do tile and tile we tile the place. So if you want for tile, you just get for do foundation, forget the level, then you get for tile. And where all other beach bar gets the same facility because I do a visibility study before we tile. I go and watch and then confirm and to we tourist staff confirm and say they not get problem with the tiling. So we not get concrete structure, and we get picture them for proof to that. Make them tell what they mean by concrete structure. They say that they demolish we because we get concrete structure. Where 95% of work, we get the video evidence there, where the bulldozer in the excavator machine, they broke from no shade and boardwalk we get.
All right.
Inside the program, we come to other studio guest Nabiyu Musa Bangura, executive director and founder. We card for we a civil society body within the follow activities na the beach for long term now. Good morning once more and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Morrison. Good morning, listeners.
We don't talk about the Brookway tourist body brook na Aberdeen and Lumley beach bars them as Bokari Sakwi mentioned earlier. They don't complete second phase, which is about 60 beach bars them almost don't be demolished, and then they prepare now for other phases then for the demolition exercise. As somebody within they follow issues then Aberdeen Lumley beach, what do you make up of these operations of the tourist board?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. First and foremost, I think say I will give a brief background about this organization. Let you understand that this is a tourism civil society organization, what they call Center for Awareness and Participation in Tourism. So we can call it short from CAPT. We established 4 years back, that is 2020. We did a sharp campaign advocacy on social, cultural, economic, and environmental impact on tourism on local communities. So we always raise the awareness about people to understand. People have to understand what if for happening at the communities where tourism products in day, so that they will reap the benefit of that kind endowment we go don't put to them. That the good thing we go don't put in that community day. So we do operate as a tourism civil society organization. And me, when I talk to you, me a tourism professional. My background in education for over 20 years, I don't actively participate in the field of tourism. Honestly, this situation would happen at Lumley Beach is very unfortunate, my brother. Taking into consideration how the Lumley Beach be there before. We talk about the days when we have the general manager by the name of Ceci Williams. It was very decent that we passed our Lumley Beach from the Aberdeen roundabout up to the golf club. You see the water and the sand, and you see people in the play. It used to be like people in the good like a recreational area where people and family in the good more on weekends. You see the place the full like an occasion, but because people they enjoy the sun. But just quite recently, the way we see the beach come the past 5-6 years, it was unbelievable, my brother. And this don't disturb a lot of people in minds when they pass by, especially we as professionals and as an association or organization, because they look for advocates for raise the awareness about people for enjoy them product or again at the community, which are the benefit. But where other beach we don't do in terms of allocating places for business people for construct, it don't become so cumbersome. That way they pass, they see water. The people who they go there for go enjoy weekends, for instance, like where they go their family, they say and they play ball, then they do the activities again because the buildings they don't encroach up to the sand, so they will only get space outside the water. If you full up, now they tap. So people in the sand say, risky free for go play ball then weekend there because if the water full up, then you will not get space for play ball. So the activity all contained. So people they may get a lot of bad feelings about that beach day. So to me, what is happen now? If we don't prevent a long since, as I be done during the days of Ceci Williams as general manager. Because if you are charged with responsibility, that is the National Tourist Board, you are charged with responsibility for develop, promote, and market with destinations as Leone. For a start, whatever you want for lay in continuity, for sustainability, we now get for put our foot down and ensure that for to the end. Not to follow, we go start something where in the future you get for bring commotion, bring losses aside from bring to young local people, Leoneans, investors, where we need their MER, that is micro, small, medium enterprises, who then boom the tourism industry. If you begin to discourage them at this initial stage, it puts fear in them. It is scare away investors, local investors. So, as I say, the people, it is very obvious that people in the way perhaps they pass through the back way, they go put structure where tourist board, no. I can create that space. But 99.5% that tourist board allocates the places to people.
Okay.
And if you allocate place to somebody, it's a good bill. First and foremost, no blueprints no day for that beach day. For say tourist board say that this structure for camp put where you give this space so that people can go past there. You know they now imagination. And if you give somebody place with imaginative building, it go build what you want for build because the business is competitive.
All right.
That's why they see huge structures where compared to other people.
Now you say the beach structure they don't block all over the place. You know the beauty of the sun again, not the, and people don't concern about that. We are in say they not able to see the natural beauty of Aberdeen and Lumley Beach. And over the past 5 years, now in them particular structure there, increase. What's leadership for blame?
Well, to me, the National Tourist Board, reason being that before they come with the Minister of Tourism, the National Tourist Board are in charge by law, by the Act of 1990, that they for develop, promote, and market with beaches them tourist products in this country. That's the responsibility. The Minister of Tourism.
We are aware of that. We don't get general manager there of SESI, as you mentioned. We don't get Yasim Kagbo. We don't get Memuna Tuprat, and now we get the other manager. Who that's them for blame? The leader. We don't the head tourist board for the wrongdoing of this beach then.
Well, precisely, Memuna Tuprat, not to tourist board, a minister. After Cecil William, we get Yasin. After Yasin, we get Madam Fatmata. So presently, she's the head of the National Tourist Board. So she carries the blame. Because why are they say so? Leadership, you get for do things for posterity. And tourism, they deal with sustainability. Anything they do today, if for them for generations yet unborn. And she was part, and she was the lead in allocating places at the beach. So, if you don't allocate, as they say, place to somebody for bill, you don't get blueprints of structures. Then we build what you do have for bill. And for goodness sake, the National Tourist Board, the office headquarters, they at the beach day. Every day, then they pass by, then they see structures. Why not stop, or if they insist, bring authorities. At the initial construction, make them book, rather than people don't construct. For the past 5 years, for the past 5 years, them buildings they don't do. And the matter as the GM of the National Tourist Board, they pass and see them. But because what happened, the ministry was supposed to play the role of supervision, was also part of the allocation of the land.
Because so that's just what I say. The ministry gets role on this.
Yes,
what do I expect from them during the period?
Exactly. The ministry is supposed to be a supervisory body for the agency within the National Tourist Board. But because the ministry were part of the allocating their lands there, so the player, he can be a player and a referee. So what if it happen? Nobody don't be know what they go on when are wrong. Until we get this new minister, where instead of be done there on inquiry time will be there in other ministry, if you don't pass another beach, if you don't say this beach is not fine for this purpose. So when they make a minister now, it's straight off. In first act say that beach it will be according to tourism purposeful utility. So we need for broke.
Okay.
So if the GM was part of the allocation for the past 5 years, now she's championing for broke land place there. Why will not be the monitor them being effectively and efficiently so that they will put their structures there way not tourism purposeful, so that we not go come into that kind of situation where Leone don't go invest over 800 million, my brother. Some take loan. How they go finance their loan there? So as we talk about tourism sustainability, as I say, at the initial stage where them be for ensure we get efficient and effective monitoring system where they ensure say they don't leave it to this point where they so.
Before we come to Bokare Sakwi, Ishmael, quick one. We been there with you before we go for some breaks. Them earlier you make mention of your investment and how you feel when them broke the beach bar. But when you listen to Bokare Sakwi earlier say, then be the one who na the bill. In that case, you received any warning, whether by letter or by verbal, say this structure where they put and not put and we get for program.
Yeah, Thank you. One thing I want to make the public understand, in fact, we own Beach Bar, will be the upgrade. We not even open it. Now, this coming Friday, now be planned for open them. So, meaning, work will still go on. As Kai earlier on say, if any beach bar owner say no receive letter from tourism in the line, we receive letter. But the letter that we receive, then give you specific things they will need for work towards. And where we do. And I want for challenge Kaiwe Shido with tourist board, made them count evidence for sure say, still waiting until we for do not do another that make them broke building. They're not
so in the situation when they build on the wrong side, see Minister of Lands can perhaps go put X. This have been the case now on our own way tourism board say X not continue construction or improve A, improve B for make no broke am.
Yeah, as you they say, I want to draw people attention to the GM na tourist board. And we for make salon, now they talk from the Sierra Leonean point of view. For make salon go before we get for the talk the truth. This woman, as a GM, they work na tourist board. Every day they drive the pass. Some of the statements where Kai they say, they show say tourist board that they're not responsible. Why I say that? You see somebody they build story bill, you just a write letter. Like as you mentioned, Ministry of Lands, if you they build, the first thing that they can do, they put X stop work. After that, then get other measures. But una see first person on can build story building. Una just write letter, just formality for full say on a day on record. Second person they build, a day above letter. From who they build, I want for shock una say the GM, one day no can we place nobody from tourist board or no authority no ever come verify. Then just they sit down at the office, AC they blow them, then go give a report and act on the report.
What do you think say ignite this broken?
The ignite this broken. I want to tell people, may they understand, say this new minister will come and can change the dynamics. And one thing where we need for do make the Ministry of Tourism, make them put a criteria. If you don't allocate this land to person for invest, if now 2 years or 3 years this person they, even if they change minister, unless that 3 years they don't before they change policy, before this minister they come, where Memuna to track be they rebuild it be they gone. Nothing like demolition. I sure say this old game change when the new minister can say, oh, I don't want an issue, I get me plan. And I want to tell you back, if the minister come along the line, other person guy they count in your plan, how development go there? So this is the thing where they happen.
Okay. When I come back to you, just on that few clarification for getting your own take on this issue again, I can't talk Kaibokare Sakui, communications and PR head. Let me look at them bars them owner broke, them being in any way they pay tax to the National Tourist Board.
Thank you, Brother Musa Kamara. You know, I go straight to the point, but while they pass and they throw stone at you, you have to respond.
They come to the response. They come to the response about quick clarification. Them bars them owner broke. Then they pay rent to or they pay any due to tourist board or to any state authority.
One thing we are not afraid for talk, which must say without prejudice. I'm not afraid for talker. Now that every beach bar where been there or they on the Lumley beach front, been they pay neither leasehold fee or in business registrations or licenses. Yes.
If that's the case, when I say he earlier described them as illegal structure, why tourist board been they pay license or been they take money from them illegal structures owners there? So we do not go by owner rules.
Now you get illegal, you get non-compliance. Mr. Musa Kamara, like every public for understanding the illegal and non-compliance. Why we separate them to things there? If you go to the beach or you pass through another property owner, a in beachfront, we're not to knowledge. Then they not legit, illegal. You understand? Then they will not even get time with you when you come to demolition because they don't know you. You understand? They will now they treat non-compliance. Non-compliance, you don't go against the policy guidelines. When we give the letter of offer, we put an A, waiting you for do to the letter of offer. It is your responsibility. It is your prerogative for ensuring what we put on their offer letter there. Step by step, you follow them. Follow not after you tomorrow, the code don't cancel today. Failing for adhere to these policy guidelines, it means say, you said a throw stone inside a very national tourist board where they supervise you like what some people do. Right. We tell you say.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Kai, you don't do that at the ministry, the board, or for over 5 years. You don't work with two different, leader them with the head tourist board. You self the part of, leadership. Why you self not me come up for tell, the leader the way the work would say, some of them people there don't go against the thing that we give them.
Every leadership management gets structures. Neither get for be on the top level or lower level. There is a point where you must make a contribution. Neither it is meaningful or not, but contributions are always made. Coming back to this question we they ask you, Brother Musa, there is a line where I will state, we answer all these jekute who they discuss on here. You understand? Now, before we give you any portion of land at the beach, we will tell you, say, it's a temporary allocation. Temporary allocation. What in this mean? Tourism governance go advisory in the future to come or now say temporary ritual for the transformation what we talk about. They come until you know say we tell you say they let the place where they give you so now make we give you the guideline. Say make sure say the thing where they put so you not go out for pool when the time they come they take this property that you have because this beach front not till you get them.
So in this case,
now
now this
government
happen.
property now happen so.
So it's gonna put there at this moment.
Now, Brother Usman, when I begin for reveal what's inside the bag, you have to go bloody. You will feel good. For now, it's tough. For now, it's challenging. As my brother they say, it don't invest almost $1 billion. We can understand that day. We get a human face to this demolition. Now, the Lumley Beach transformation project, where they start with the lightning. You understand? The Leone Rock yesterday, for let people understand, say we are serious with what we are doing. The Leone Rock yesterday don't launch the Lumley Beach solar electrification project. They not only launch Amo, say na they tapo. They pull out of the program. They start by next week. What in this mean? Every of these beach bars they don't remove. We know say there's going to be a threat of darkness. So what we don't do now? Leone Rock say you know what? We force as an organization. One for calm with an installation of solar panel for ensure say this transformation. One of they say, let us start the drive. So Musa, for answer your question, the transformation program again for deal with a lot of things: the landscaping, the topography, the light, the electrification, and other then we go make the beach come all the way for common.
So let me look at the broke una they broke. Somebody go ask why una they broke some and left some, and how una decide for categorize them by phase. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and how na they determine which one they broke phase 1, phase 2?
Fine. Thank you again for this question. For every structure we categorize, what we say, we tell you say you na phase 1 a day, a phase 2 a day. Reason there for that. Yeah. Now, the press release we initially do almost for 5 months back, we inform Fambul and say the demolition they come. The phase 1. We look at the community when I'm from that Aberdeen axis coming down to family kingdom, the community waiting inside this phase 1, substandard and shanty structures. Substandard and shanty structures. We with Banky say again a makeshift. How you do them? You just take board and fence stick and tarpaulin and pan and knock them together and also cover out tarpaulin. Not to the kind here who will be make arrangement for the bill. This is a makeshift. And we first phase of almost 30-something structure, that kind of structures here go down. So when you ask me how we go about in coming about for ensure say we get them face here, now they try for list now. That phase 1, the community now will focus. So man go say, hey, even the community then target, yes, because the community not mean say because you come out Aberdeen on Lumley Beach, you don't go abide to the policy guidelines. You don't go abide to the law. So the one day we flout the law, we go against the policy guidelines. These are the substandard and the shanty structures. Almost 30-something, or 31, or 32, or 30. We drop them all, Brother Musa, and we move to the second phase. The second phase, someone say, how the second phase go look like? Without the inside it. Now inside the second phase, we get substandard and illegal structures.
All right. Okay, Kai. The group will carry on presently, because every Sunday at Kindina Beach, if you talk to people, they will tell you say, on exercise, don't be politicized, because on the left party A and broke party B, left party C, and other things there. So at this point, is it that any politics don't play in the demolition of people and property in a beach?
Brother Usman, I for be fair with the public and tell them, say, if there is any demolition, we don't go so far smooth with a high hand of a human face and without a political face, is this demolition. Why they say so? Now, every responsible management go get in crisis where they come so. Crisis in the sense, people go say, they don't broke me, they left this. Because this they under, and me not they under. Okay. Not only demolition they about. The demolition, the focus, the compliance.
Okay.
Failing to comply, you decide the demolition list.
So
and that is why, for law pull them off, we put them into categories. And we not just go put caterpillar into the machine. We send you letter. We also come and meet you one-on-one, face-to-face. Especially 2 days or 3 days to the demolition. If you don't get letter, but we come again and engage you and give you time. Say, pull property, pull the valuables. Because by this time tomorrow, the demolition exercise is start. So if this demolition be political or you not get a human face, crisis forbidden day, tension forbidden day. So when people and they say a political, Brother Usman, I want for correct that day. Say the demolition, a non-political, a non-biased, a non-selective.
They look at one of we story them we get for do with the beach. Beside the president for the Lumley Beach Bars Association, John Donaldson, they don't say the way how don't say concern we beach owner them gets now that the National Tourist Board no be able to tell them waiting the tourism authority them go do for them after the demolition. It talk this inside one edition of Radio Democracy, inside Salon Tourism Program where we can host na Radio Democracy. Well, listen to the concern them where the president gets.
It sounds so ridiculous. When you listen waiting Kaibokari, they talk. Help for understand waiting at them plan. Say, then they come with new programs, ecotourism. And so anybody when we get then temporal, then space and when I'm in temporal, then they actually follow you excuse because then they come with a new program. And that is it. Wait for me, I think say now a big height of deception. If we not say, when I let people then come out all together because now they come with a new set of program, why don't I give a letter for upgrade? And people will go ahead and spend money for do some of them things they did. I think say, let me be very clear. Pull what you get now so. You know they can't again. We want this space also all together. We want to do something else in. That would not be the right message when you go. But not deceive people. And that kind of deception, they now I see the flow now. It's like say, then get their own plans. They don't put their own plans together, then get waiting the one for do. Waiting and give people a letter. It's different from waiting the happen now. Because I see, even on Saturday when we go, people wait them and say, okay, where you na footpath and everything, then don't begin point some of them beach by and say, oh, this for broke, that for broke, that for broke. They fail for do their job, but then they destroy other people then, and then still keep their job. When me think say, if we want for top for really progress, some of them things the people who have been supposed to regulate things will not regulate them. Don't they allow them to also for happen the way it happen? People know when they lost their job, then they keep their own. Lost their livelihood, then they keep their own. It's very unfair. So if then they keep their own, I think say them for find a way where we go reach a win-win situation. Then people also already don't be affected now. What's in the next for them?
All right, well, that's now short interview because we not get better time again inside the program of the president of the Bars Association, Mr. Sandy. Sorry, we are in say you know, when they protect on a job, then people that they lost job. This brings me to my next question. Say the timeliness of the place they wanna broke because we all are aware how you know the country presently day, even the world. We are in a lot of challenge there with the economy for salon work and a problem. And some of them bars then they employ people them. So when I may take all them things there into consideration for no say if I broke them bars there, you know, people then go there, we not get work for feed them family.
Brother Usman, thank you. Well, I want to let the listeners understand, the public understand, that every development they pose a own challenge at a certain time of a season. At this point, we will feel we safe. You understand? One of the things in way every developer they forget to understand, that the thing we state in the letter clearly, Today we are at this point because most of them fail to understand. Say, the time we, the supervising agency, they give the name property there, Usman and Musa, it was stated clearly, this is a caveat, it was a clause. Say, listen, Kai, for example, take this thing, but at social time, something will come, we go prompt we for take this property back. And you repeat this over and over. For you to understand, say, the National Tourist Board, the Ministry of Tourism, get a premise on waiting the happen so now. Now, coming back to Donald Sandy, what they say, isn't that deception? Our understanding point as the Lumley Beach Association chairman, he can say that in a position, and I will only to high respect. But what I'm saying to Donald as a chairman, in a very possible way, join with door to door, letter for letter, to all his stakeholders. Then you understand. Now, what was good in this demolition? Some people will understand and take the demolition very serious, begin for demolish for themselves. This is the thing you say, the demolition, they get a human face. The aspect where they say, will not be no, say when I get a transformation plan, will not be no, when I get this plan, we ever know, say there will come a time where a better plan will come for the Lumley, Aberdeen Beach respectively. That is why in that caveat, we tell you, for let you know, let you understand, say, this property, oh man, oh mommy, not till you get a we go come. Never you pay list all fees. For tell you say, not till you get a.
With the only day quick one, Kai, and the Kanto Nabi Musa Bokare, Executive Director and Founder. You don't be quiet for some time now in the studio. But when we look at Una civil society, what team don't be Una role in all of this in Una advocacy before the demolition and after the demolition?
Yeah, thank you very much, Musa. Well, firstly, we, as we say, we always raise the awareness for people to understand within the advantage and guide them, within them for do we will benefit them sustainably. This demolition actually, it came as a surprise because since we know to business people, so we are not notified, say, then we go demolish, then until the action they take place, we go there, we do some interview, and we raise the concern, say, why we reach to this point? Because if the don't give us in, first of all, like what me brother you talk, we just go give somebody place it temporary. Temporary can be 100 years, not temporary. But let's have a time frame. If you tell somebody, say, I will give this place for 1 year, 2 years. If you say 2 years, you will not say the structure they put in, for put a structure with value over 100 million. Because you get for go review, pay on annual basis or biannual. So you will know the structure they put in. But that said, then structures they would do in another beach, they're not supposed for it at all. The beach, I remember the former minister, he came with a very good dream, adoptive booth, wherein the ministry, they take the responsibility for be uniform booth them, where they source financing from institutions and financial institutions, where Aberdeen are launching in a family kingdom. And the financial institution, they were glad for that kind of dream. They be ready for sponsor the ministry for billion booth, and wherein the ministry, they let them to the entrepreneurs, where they will rent them on annual basis. So they will be uniform. Because what you don't see in Lumley Beach, because people and they get them portion, and somebody don't see income, don't build a nice place, in one build more than that person did. Now increase this confusion of buildings that we cluster a place. Because they not get a uniform. So we need a blueprint. Right. We also need a policy where they tell you what you need to do if they give you a place at the beach. These are things that we will need to do for sustainability.
All right, quick one. You think, say, at this point, the Ministry and Tourism suppose forget a national plan of all, beaches and touristic area them so people not go involved into them and later on them broken in the long run?
Very correct. Now they say so. We need a policy. We need a tourism master plan where they describe all the structures where supposed to happen at them beach there. And to be honest with you, if you go to modern beaches, they see the kind of structures there, especially who say pass by the map and see the water and the sand. Now only unfortunately in Lumley Beach. So the error will not happen. So, and me, they look and say, during the 5 years, why will not be done the caution that people may not, because it started with 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, up to 100 billions of the same mighty structures. Why they not stop them before, within that 5 years? Only until you have this new minister, who says, this is not tourism purposeful. Let's go back to the drawing board. So what I say in essence, we need a policy, we need a blueprint of structures for the along that beach there, where people will not say, they learn you this place here for 1 year or 2 years. So go put a structure there where it will be permanent. People then get structure in that place where they dwell as a family. But if we get a policy, we get a blueprint, then you will be guided what you for doing at the beach. And that's the only way for sustainability. Okay. And that's the only way we encourage investors for participate in domestic tourism.
Okay, thank you very much, Nabiu Musa Bangra, Executive Director and Founder CAPT. We in a civil society on with a look into tourism issue. We come to Ishmael CC partner MA Beach Bar. Now, the damage don't already be done. Somebody they say just beat the dead horse now. What's now the plan of partner or MA Beach Bar rather after the demolition of our property?
Yeah, and before I can do, I want to draw me make fumble and know certain things. You know, unfortunate, as the chair be to say, you know, the whole thing, tourist board and deceive Sierra Leone and they deceive with the bar owners them. You know, most of the letter wouldn't give more work towards just to deceive people them. You know, if you listen to the PRO now, we get to understand, say, plan be already there for the beach. So what do we expect tourist board for do as a responsible ministry, you understand, come out plain to the Sierra Leone and them. We don't get an investor that they come for do project na this beach. So what do they do? Everybody where they do stop work. This investor then they come. Nobody know they kick against investment in country. But then keep on deceiving. We say una work towards this. We spend money. Whether they say this upgrade or they spend money, knowing that then get them plan. When now we they begin to say they get a plan for the beach. You understand? Why all along when I know we don't call people and put them together, this is not the plan, then we self go no say, oh, plan don't come for ya, we they come out.
Alright, so, but according to Kai, that's them give
the letter they will then give
then get for book for pool certain them certain time.
Yes, then tell we letter them for upgrade. Where some of we do.
They not give letter say then get for come book.
Yeah, the letter we come for demolish, they say because of concrete structure. We may not get concrete structure. Where the due time reach, I get for taking them to court. I go fight them legally. Now coming to the demolish where them broke structure them. According to Kai, he said then get first phase when are the makeshift house, then broke them. Second phase, he said the house they will block the sea view from the street. Now make the public understand. Then begin broke mams. Come on, mams, then can FA jokes. Let me tell you, my brother, right opposite tourist board, you get a beach bar where they went and call Golden State. They left them. In block the sea, you know they see nothing. For come out opposite tourist board, you get a black 2-story building. Right opposite tourist board, 2-story building. Where inside fail the criteria, they left them. You come out there, you go Western Palace. Where it violates all the laws then at the letter. It gets a 2-story building, it gets a concrete structure, it block the view, they left them. You come out there, then go Empire Club, they left them. You come out there, one blue other building, over 10. All waiting and do I want for telephone will say it's a selective justice. But people that they watch. And some of them structure them. Now tourist board then they give president bad name for make people and say now political. Because why? Like people and they get mixed feeling. Because you don't go left place like Western Point, where owned by Batilo Songa, he make and clear confirm information, SLPP chairman. You left Golden State, where owned by SLPP chairman of California, where be there America, may meet. So if una left them place then they una go make Sierra Leone say it's political. Right. Where they try for do good job, but then they give president bad name.
Okay.
So president need for look into them, see how they do, make people they know they give them bad name, where they try for out big investment in the country. So all these things are tourist board responsible.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us today edition of the program. Ishmael CC, partner MA Beach Bar, and as he mentioned, say they take court action against the tourism board. We round out the program now. Kai Bokare, a quick one. Plenty allegations them say na selective justice and people with high political connection when I left them place them. But when they talk about phase 3, when would they see the phase 3 and whose structures they're involved? There's structures where they point at say a politician then get for be involved or when get for left them back.
Where the phase 3 that they jekutele. When we start now Aberdeen, the community say now where they pull, they not get soda for talk for them. That time and they Ishmael then relax, breeze they blow them. Now we begin kandong. We can na maps and they say, hey, the community will cry. They begin to say, well, this is serious. So if they touch the wire, let me pull up money there finally. Let me pull up pot there. If maps they go down, FA jobs they go down. To that note, I want for the brother Ishmael of MA Beach Bar understand say we call them to attention. We warn them before the demolition. We went there. The director, the GM, the PR went there.
We don't pass that stage.
Yes.
Let's look at phase 3. Which structures they involved in phase 3?
Phase 3, every structure with barrage on that Lumley beach, failing to comply for restructuring, failing for adhere.
Failing to comply for restructuring, what do you mean?
I mean, basically, you have to understand, Usman. What do I mean? Then one day waiting up so now, you understand? Where they mention, you understand? We give them time. Failing to meet to that time, for go to the policy guidelines.
Why not me get it? When I get them same people at the time.
Of course, all this will go down so get time. all this we go down so get.
So we get for see in the third phase, we now broke the structure. We
the
the point
third-
as now senior politicians
In
then
the
get out
third
of the
phase, it
country.
don't matter who is there. If you don't go with the policy guidelines and follow the protocols where the National Tourist Board, the Ministry of Tourist Board insist on, no matter who say it,
So why
who say it belong,
why
they
would
are
I
going
let
down.
clear the beach side once as for all, let everything complete and put umbrella then day for the for sanity sake than selecting phase 1, phase 2, phase 3?
Selecting, we say for this moment to a good day, is it selective we are doing? It is not selecting.
Aye.
We initially stated that compliance and non-compliance, if you look carefully, the one that we don't left so now, meets a better criteria of what to look for.
Including the one that way they say them build up Garrett's, block the sea view and block the
If
sunset.
you go to the beach now, Musa, after here, the structure that they console, you will see bunch of carpenters
Alright.
reducing structures to lower level.
Okay,
It's a
Kai.
serious matter,
Alright.
and the National Tourist Board is committed
From
to
tem-
ensure
from tem-
compliance is ensured.
From time to time, we go to observe and couch in at the studio for do follow up on some of the issues then we discuss inside the program. In name na Kaibo Kari Sakuina, the communications and PR head of unit at the National Tourist Board. Same way so inside the program we get Ishmael Sise, partner MA Beach Bar, we are victim. Same way so we get Nabi Musa Bangura, we are the executive director and founder for CAP. Plenty thank you guys who are joining inside the program this morning.